So we just finished watching the Genshin Impact 1.6 live stream, and let me tell you, it was absolutely amazing. I'm mind blown with what's coming in the future to the game. We live streamed it on the channel, and the support was overwhelmingly positive. Thank you guys so much for the support on that, by the way. It was so cool to see you all there. And now we're going to talk about the big thing in the room, you know, Kazuha and Klee. Now, Klee's getting a rerun banner in this update. I mean, as she should, because it's been a very, very long time since she was out. And Kazuha's going to step into the banner for the first time and be the new character that's going to be out in this update. So, a lot of you guys have limited primo gems, and a lot of you have been asking me in the stream, Kazuha or Klee, which one do I pull on? Because not everyone has infinite primo gems, and not everyone knows what they want. So, we're going to talk about in this video what character to pull on depending on your situation, and you know which one might be the best for you. So if you guys enjoyed today's video me and help me do YouTube full time, just feel free to sub, because only 4.6% of your viewers are subscribed. And if you're new or return to the channel, we do get about guys, news, discussions, anything in between. We also do gameplay streams, and you know I might do some gameplay challenges soon. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But yeah, you know, if you want to support me, feel free to sub. But let's get into it. So Klee, she's a Pyro Catalyst user. Now, the most important part about this is we need to talk about the fact that it's the Pyro element. Pyro is one of the best, like, elements in Genshin. Now, I know you hear that a lot, and I'll be happy to explain why why people call it the best element, because of the way that the elemental reactions with Pyro work. Now, Pyro has access to two big things you can do here. You can either do Melt or Vaporize. You also have Overloaded, and of course Swirl and Crystallize, but the main ones that people like to use for Pyro are Melt and Vaporize. Now, Melt and Vaporize are reactions that basically are multipliers for your damage. So, let's say Klee hits for 10,000 damage with an ability, right? Well, if it was a Melt reaction, Melt and Vaporize do 1.5 times your damage. So, if you hit, and you have 0 Elemental Mastery, by the way, Elemental Mastery will not be counted into this equation. You'd basically do an extra 5,000 damage for completely free just because you hit someone with the cryo status on them. That's why people consider Pyro to be one of the best elements, best for getting high damage numbers, and I think Klee is a great example for this because of the way that she's structured. Pyro and Catalyst means that Klee's always going to do Pyro damage, which means that she's constantly really, really good at, you know, dealing damage, and it's also really easy to build her, because all you need to do for Klee is build a 4-piece Crimson Witcher Flame set on her, which will increase your Pyro damage, and also if you use an ability, you get additional Pyro damage, and you're kind of set with her, because she gains Pyro damage bonus on Ascension, she gains Pyro damage bonus from her Goblet, assuming that you put one on her, she'll gain Pyro damage bonus from her artifacts, and that makes Klee really easy to build, because all you need to do is you just need to put that on her, put a good weapon on her, which we'll get onto in a second, that, you know, if you don't have a weapon for her, there's one coming for you in the 1.6 update, and you'll just have a really, really good time. Everyone loves playing Klee, and I think it's brilliant. Now, if you don't have a weapon for her, well, you're in luck, because in the 1.6 update, she's getting a free weapon in an event. I think it's called the Dodoko Tails, from what my chat told me earlier, but it is a free 4-star weapon that you're going to get in an event, and what it does is I think it increases your attack, I believe, but the main thing I'm trying to say here is that Dodoko Tails is a weapon that is most likely designed for Klee because it's Klee's signature weapon. All weapons that are designed for characters in mind in Genshin are normally that character's best weapon. I mean, let's look at characters, for example, Hu Tao, Staff of Homer, probably best weapon for Hu Tao. Fischl's also getting her own bow in this update, which is probably going to be one of Fischl's best slot weapons. Venti, he got Elegy for the End, one of his best weapons. We can go on forever, you know, but whenever Mihoyo designs a weapon for a character, it's probably one of that character's best slot weapons, and Dodoko Tails, which is coming for Klee in the 1.6 update as a free event reward, is probably going to be pretty decent on her, because they probably built it in mind for Klee for a rerun to get more sales on the rerun banner. So if you don't have a weapon for her, this is a brilliant opportunity for you, because there are other weapons, obviously. With Sif, really nice. Solar Pearl is is pretty good on her. I mean, free-to-play weapons, I mean, you could use Map Mare if you don't have anything else, or Black Cliff Agate, but this new free-to-play weapon that you're going to get for completely free, great. You're going to be able to go do a lot with it. And that makes Klee really free-to-play friendly right now. So if you want a free-to-play, fun Pyro damage dealer, go for Klee. A lot of you guys are going to do it anyways, trust me, because a lot of you guys have been saving, but there's a lot you can do with Klee. You know, you can use her as a, even if you don't want her as a damage dealer, you can use her as a support for pyro application. You could use Klee to throw out pyro onto the enemy and switch out if you really wanted to. I mean, if you get a Constellation 4, she's also a much better support, but you can run her as a support as C0 if you really wanted to. But my point is, Klee is going to be really, really good, and I'd recommend pulling for her, honestly. Like, Kazuha, we'll get onto him in a second, but Klee is just really, really great for free-to-play, and if you're free-to-play, go for it. Honestly, you won't regret it. Now, Kazuha. Now, ironically, people call him Kiryu Kazuha, but even though he's not called that, he's actually called Kaede Hara Kazuha. He is a Anemo swordsman. Never seen one of those before. I don't know who Jean or Traveler is, but, you know, he's an Anemo sword user who is a samurai. Now, the thing with him is that what we saw from the trailer is that he looks like he can be either a damage dealer or a support based on what I saw. Now, I didn't see much, to be fair, but the thing with him is that it looks like there's a lot of charged or normal attacks going on with him. And when he uses this burst, it does an AoE Anemo damage circle. I wouldn't say similar to Jean's. It probably does more damage than Jean's does, because Jean's does healing. This one will probably do damage and reactions, which is pretty cool. And that's why I think you can use him as a support, because you could throw on a Viridescent Vanera set, 4-piece, and run him as an Anemo support if you really wanted to. Like, I feel like he has the potential to do it based on what we've seen so far. Or you can run him as a damage dealer. You could run 2-piece Anemo, or well, no, not 2-piece Anemo, 2-piece Viridescent Vanera, 2-piece Gladiator's Finale, and you'd be good. Or you could run 4-piece Gladiator's Finale, or you could run him as a physical damage dealer if you really don't like using Anemo damage. It really depends on like how you want to play him. He looks like he's been very versatile, and I think it's been really good because weapon-wise, we don't have a whole lot here. I mean, we have, from your force options, like the free-to-play ones that you're guaranteed, is the Prototype Rancor, which is physical damage percent. So, I mean, if you're running him as a physical damage dealer, which I don't know if he's going to be too much off, because you kind of need Superconduct, really, for physical damage. It'd be okay, you can probably make him a hybrid, though. So, physical damage percent, Prototype Rancor, I mean, it might be okay on him. But the main ones that will be okay are probably Black Sword, which you can get from the Battle Pass, Blackcliff Longsword, for like but this is for like DPS, by the way. You can also use maybe Royal Longsword if you really don't have anything else, or the Flute, or the Lion's Roar. But if you want to run him as a support and use him only for his burst, I guess you could use Favonia's Sword, or maybe Sacrificial Sword based on his cooldown. I don't know how long his cooldown is. It might not be too long, so maybe not Sacrificial at all. But like 5-star weapons, I mean, you could use like you could literally use anything from the 5-star list. They're all really, really good weapons. But yeah, I mean, let me know down below what you guys think about like these characters, because I'm really excited. And if you have to really pick a band to pull on, I would say Klee is the more free-to-play friendly option, just by what we've seen so far. Reminder that like we should probably wait for him to come out, but as of this moment, Klee's probably one of your best bets. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day, because I mean I'm having a great day after what I've seen today. Let me know down below what are you guys pulling, because I'm actually quite interested to hear what you all think about different things, because you know, everyone sees like this game differently, and I want to see what everyone else thinks. So yeah, I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Take care, and I'll see you guys in another video really, really soon. Probably predict the Klee ban, because the Klee ban is going to come out first, by the way. And I'll see you all later. Have a lovely day, everyone.